Hey guys, Randy here. It's been a great day. Actually, I just said goodbye to two of the best friends I've ever known, Nico Loam and Marie Nowacki. And so, kind of had an emotional morning, man. I love those guys. And so today, I'll share with you a little bit about some musical perspective on friendship. And we're going to relate this to Le French grip, okay? And the German grip. And the French grip because my friends, they were French, they are gone. What better day than to do a French lesson than today? So, French grip versus traditional versus matched grip is a different lesson. This is just French versus German. I vastly prefer French coffee and German beers. And so anyway, these grips, the biggest difference, what you're really going to want to think of is the direction that your palms and your thumbs face. If you're playing with the German grip, your palms are towards the ground, nearly flat, if not perfectly flat. Your thumbs are facing each other. And if you're playing with the French grip, your palms are facing each other and your thumbs are facing the ceiling. So there's a really big difference in the way that this works out. The first lesson I show some of my beginners, I always show everyone this. Put your thumbs up, your palms toward each other, and basically what you get is this range of motion here. And then when you kind of go down to the maximum, that's really it. It's almost flat with the ground. I don't know if you guys can see that. And so the moment that you turn your thumbs towards each other and your palms against the ground, parallel with the ground, and you do this, now all of a sudden you have all this extra range of motion. So this extra range of motion is the German grip, and it has its benefits. And so this range of motion is one of them, and this is actually a really good stretch. A lot of you guys could do these. I don't do these enough, actually. I can feel that right now, and it will really stretch your wrists. I've been playing this way recently with the French grip, and the reason is, even though you lose some of the flexibility, you kind of gain a bit in speed. So I'll just kind of demonstrate for you formal, quote-unquote, proper German grip, and actually I'll play a passage out of John S. Pratt's solo book, and this is page 8, The Pinecone Forest, and a German grip would look like this. Which I absolutely love that book. You can kind of hear how military sounding it is, and it's of course written by a man who's in the military. So that is German grip, officially. Now, is my German grip the best there is? Probably not. Actually, there's a guy with Mark Wessels as a name, and basically I think he would have the prime example of a German grip. Lately, I've been playing, like a lot of modern drum set players, with Le French grip. So you can see the palms are up, and what you gain is some speed. Actually, world's fastest drummer, 2005, 1,028 strokes a second, personal record. I'm not the fastest drummer in the world. I didn't play German grip. I mean, to some degree, but if you just rotate your thumbs up a little bit, and pull your fingers towards your hand as fast as you can, then you get the French grip. And the French grip, what you lose in flexibility, you gain in speed. So I hope I'm making clear that there's a trade-off for both of these grips. If you're going to play with the German grip, you get a little more flexibility, but you're limited in kind of how fast you can go. If you're going to play with the French grip, you're going to be a little bit faster. It's harder to get a French grip under your hands. It takes a little bit longer. A lot of exercises might look like this. I think Judge O'Meara recommends this one: 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger, and any variation thereof. I don't like this one because you see now my wrist is moving. That's the big part about the French grip, is that your wrist doesn't move. I don't know if you guys can see that. My wrist is locked, my thumb's locked, my elbow's locked. The only thing moving are my fingers. And your fingers, being that they're the softest and the fastest muscle group, they can only play fast. I don't know too many people that play with a pure finger technique like this slowly. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen this, all right? So you're, at least not for long, okay? So your technique is tempo dependent. Your finger grip like this, go ahead and practice it at this tempo, but your finger grip, we still close the gap on the thumb, and it should naturally be about right here at the slowest. And actually, that's a very difficult tempo with the finger grip. That's much better served by a wrist. All right, but this tempo, I guess you can have a little bit of finger. What you get is in this zone a little bit better. It's actually a slight combination of the wrist and the fingers. So we talk about transitioning zones a lot for young drummers, and you've got 4 major engines: the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the finger. Right now we're between the wrist and the finger. And so with a little more wrist, just to get that momentum going, you go straight to finger. And so it's tempo dependent. Like at this tempo, my wrist is no longer necessary. It's just my fingers. And then of course physics says that the shorter the distance with the same amount of energy, the shorter the time. And so basically, if we lower our stick heights, we can play faster. With not exactly the same amount of energy, it actually takes a little more energy. You're flexing your whole forearm at this point. But if you want just a normal tempo with a lot of volume, that's my recommendation. So I do recommend French grip, but it's an advanced grip, guys. It's not that easy. In fact, it's really not easy at all. It's going to take a couple years. Go ahead and get started on it. Of course, it takes a lot of strength. That's the barrier for many younger students, is that it's, I mean, you still have, I don't know how much does a drumstick weigh, about an ounce, I'm guessing, so you still have to move this ounce very quickly and efficiently. So also, if you're here and you're practicing French grip at a high tempo, say you're training for the world's fastest drummer contest or something, there's a fantastic stretch that you can do. Because if you do this for 30 minutes at a time, you're going to get tight. I mean, you don't go and do 30 minutes worth of bicep curls without stretching your biceps, right? So if you're going to sit here and do, I don't know, 30 minutes of high rep, low weight forearm presses, whatever you want to call it, it's physically demanding. The best stretch, double traditional grip. Don't ask me why. I have my theories. I don't know that they're correct or not. But just play double traditional grip like this. And usually if it's double traditional, I have to lower my height quite a bit just to get my elbows comfortable. If it's double traditional, just play like this. Drum rolls. And your focus is just to get your stick as high as you can and stretch it out. And if you do that, you can feel it stretch right here and a little bit of the bicep. And then when you come back in for the just the regular upright singles, you're turbocharged. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But if you do that and you get tight, double traditional, you go fast if you want. You're not going to make your world record like this. All right, that's just a stretch. You come back in. Woo! Turbocharged. All right? So this was really a lot of lessons in one, guys. I didn't really stick to any theme except to say to my French friends, arrivederci, or bon voyage, okay? And also to teach all you drummers out there about the French grip as opposed to the German grip. And within those grips come some trade-offs. I kind of went into a speed lesson at the end there, but that was directly related to the benefits of French grip. So the French, they're good for things that are fast, apparently, and the Germans are made for things that are flexible, rigid. I'm not quite sure, actually. So anyway, those are two different styles of drumming. The grips, as you can imagine, came from Germany and France. It's really, that should be obvious for everybody. That's my phone going off. Got some business here in the school I'm going to take care of. I will see all of you, my friends, the next time I see all of you. Best to you.